In this video, I'm going to talk about solving multi-step inequalities. There's really nothing new going on here. It's the exact same stuff as solving multi-step equations, except for that changing of the inequality symbol when you're multiplying or dividing by a negative. I'm just going to do a bunch of examples here, and then you can start doing them tomorrow in class. We'll start off with 6n minus 3 is greater than negative 18. I often have been telling you guys to do the addition or subtraction first. I think maybe a different way to look at it um, so that it'll make more sense is combine all the like terms first. The issue in this case is there's no like terms that go with 6n, but negative 3 and negative 18 can be combined, but the fact that they're on different sides of the inequality mean that you have to do something to both sides. So what we can do is we can add 3 to both sides. Okay. And then on the left side, what happens is the minus 3 goes away. On the right side, these are like terms and can be combined with addition and subtraction. So negative 18 plus 3 is negative 15. Now we're going to divide both sides by 6. 6 is a positive number, so that does not change the direction of the inequality symbol. And 15 over 6 we can reduce to negative 5 over 2, or negative 2.5 if you like. Okay. The next example, we're going to do 6 minus 3p, and that is greater than or equal to negative 9. Okay. The reason I'm doing this one is because some students get mixed up when the term with the variable is being subtracted. There's two ways we can do this. The easiest way, again, is just to combine the like terms. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. On the right side, that leaves the negative 3p. Pretty common mistake is for people to leave out this subtraction sign when you see a problem like that, or the negative symbol. Basically, the subtraction sign turns into a negative symbol for the 3p if you think there's a difference, which there isn't. Negative 9 minus 6 is negative 15. Now we are going to do our division, but it's by a negative number this time. So it will flip the inequality symbol, and negative 15 divided by negative 3 is positive 5. Oh, and by the way, to graph these, pretty simple. We're going to put the 5 here. Put any other number on here just so I know that you're thinking clearly about the number line and what numbers are to the left and to the right. Since it's less than or equal to, we get a filled in circle, and less than goes this direction, and we're done. The next number, we're going to do negative. Okay, we're going to make them more complicated as we go on, but still definitely things we've seen before. So we're going to have negative parentheses 7c minus 18, then minus 2c is greater than 0. So I've been telling you to combine like terms, and so we'd like to combine this 7c and this negative 2c, sorry. But we have to deal with these parentheses first, and basically we know we cannot subtract 18 from 7c, but what we can do is distribute this negative to both things. Okay, so it basically means the opposite of whatever's inside here. So we're going to do the opposite of 7c, which is negative 7c, and the opposite of negative 18, or the opposite of minus 18, which is plus 18. The minus 2c is not affected because the subtraction sign here is right next to the parentheses, and the parentheses end at the 18. Now we can combine like terms. Negative 7c minus 2c is negative 9c. 18 and 0 are like terms, but since they're on different sides of the equation, we have to do a balanced equation approach here by subtracting 18 from both sides. And now, as usual, we're going to do the division last, usually. That will fruit ninja out these negative 9s, but since we divided by a negative number, we have to change the direction of the sign. Negative divided by negative is positive. Graphing that, again, I'll do a 2, maybe a 0. C is less than 2, that's an open at 2, and we're graphing to the left. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can get some more complication in here. This one's not too bad. 4v plus 8 is greater than or equal to 6v plus 10. Again, we want to combine our like terms. In this case, the like terms are on separate sides, so we have to do that with addition and subtraction. We can subtract 4v from both sides. That'll leave us with 8 over here, 2v plus 10 over here. Now we can combine the 8 and the 10. Since they're on different sides, we're going to do that with subtraction in this case. So we're left with negative 2 over here, 2v over here. We're going to divide both sides by 2. That is a positive number, so the sign does not change direction. But at the end, I recommend putting the variable on the left side because some people are getting confused as to which way is less than and which way is greater than when the variable ends up on the right side. Again, I'm going to label multiple numbers on here just to know. Some people are making mistakes with the negative numbers. They're thinking like -1 goes here and -2 goes here, which would obviously be incorrect now that I've written it this way, right? V is less than or equal to -1. That means we get to fill in the circle, and we're going less than. All right. Next one, we're going to do 9 plus 2x is less than 7 plus 2 times parentheses x minus 3. I may be going kind of fast here, but keep in mind that you can pause, rewind, stop it, just kind of look at what I'm doing with it paused. So in this case, we want to combine our like terms, but we have a couple things going on. They're on different sides of the inequality, and also we have this parentheses. Before you combine any like terms, you need to distribute through those parentheses. So we're going to distribute that 2 first. So we end up with 9 plus 2x is less than 7 plus 2x minus 6. Now we can combine like terms that are on the same side. So nothing over here, but on the right side a 7 minus 6 is 1. Okay, now on each of the lone sides there's no like terms, but we can subtract 2x from both sides. And that leaves us with, our variable has disappeared. But we know not to be worried because in the last chapter we know that this just means there's either no solution or all numbers are a solution. In this case, 9 is less than 1. Well, we know this is not true. And if we end up with no variable and a not true statement, it is no solution. Okay, that is how you prove it. No variable, not true. Okay, let's try this one. We can do 6w minus 4 is less than or equal to 2 quantity 3w plus 6. In this case, again, we cannot combine like terms until we distribute through the 2 through the parentheses here. So I'm going to end up with still 6w minus 4 over on the left. On the right, we get 6w plus 12. Now I'm going to combine like terms. In this case, they're on separate sides, so I'm going to have to do that with subtraction. Okay, subtract 6w from both sides, and something similar just happened. The w went away, so we're left without a variable. But in this case, we have a true statement, so we have no variable, but it's a true statement. That means there are infinite solutions, so all real numbers are a solution. So any number you plug in there will make a true statement. Okay, the next one, and I think the last one, will be, we'll do a little fraction one because some people are getting a little scared of their fractions or they don't remember how to deal with fractions. So this will remind you. 4/3 x minus 3 is less than x plus 2/3 minus 1/3 x. Okay. First of all, we're going to combine like terms. On the left side, there are none. On the right side, though, we have an x and a minus 1/3 x. Well, 1 minus 1/3 is 2/3. So 2/3 x, and then we have a plus 2/3, right? So let me just show you this in parentheses here. We have 1x minus 1/3 x, right? And so that's like saying 3/3 times x minus 1/3 times x. And that is just 3 minus 1/3. And then, times x after. So 2/3 x. Now we have like terms, but they're on different sides, so we can deal with that using subtraction. Let's subtract 2/3 x from both sides. 4/3 minus 2/3 is 2/3. So we have 2/3 x minus 3 is less than 2/3. Again, we have like terms here, but they're on different sides, so we're going to combine them by adding. Nothing fancy here. 3 plus 2/3 is 3 2/3. We will need to change that to an improper fraction because of the next step we need to do. So I'm just going to do that now. So 2/3 x is less than 11/3. Now on this step, to divide by a fraction, we just multiply by its reciprocal. Nice and tidy. We get a little Fruit Ninja action going here. We got x is less than, more Fruit Ninja, 11/2. Since we're going to graph it, we probably want to know what 11/2 is, so that's 5.5. And so we have a 5.5. I'll put maybe a 5 here, a 6 here. So our 5.5 can go right in the middle, and we're going less than, so it goes this direction. Alright, and that is it for the video. Thanks for watching.